You've just been in a car accident, your neck hurts, your back hurts, you go to the hospital, they examine you at the hospital, and they tell you you have a simple case of whiplash. My name is Warywoda. I'm with the law office of Parker Waichman, and what I'd like to talk to you about is the fact that what some people may call a simple case of whiplash can be so much more. Now, one thing is, many times a doctor will tell you, you have whiplash, rest for a couple of days and you should get better. But what often happens is what people think is a simple whiplash turns out to be a very serious injury to the discs, the spine, the ligaments, and the connective tissue in the spine that will affect you for the rest of your life. One thing that happens in a car accident is normally, as a result of the accident, your body gets thrown around as a result of the impact. And what happens is that puts a lot of stress and force on your spine. And as a result, the discs in the spine sometimes get damaged. And what a doctor will tell you is when there's damage to the discs in your spine, that's permanent. Okay? The only way to fix it or to help alleviate your pain would be physical therapy and possibly surgery. Now, let me tell you a little bit about a case that we handled. I had a client who was in a car accident. They were hit in the rear by another car, and they went to the hospital, and the hospital told them, you have whiplash, take a couple of Tylenol, you can go back to work in a couple of days. Fortunately for my client, every day after the accident, the pain got worse, and eventually my client's neck was unable to move her neck. So what she did is she went to a doctor, an orthopedist, who examined her and sent her for an MRI. And as a result of that MRI, my client was diagnosed with a herniated disc in her spine. Now, what a herniated disc is a little anatomy, is your spine is made up of bone, and in between those bone are discs. And those discs, they're like jelly donuts. They have a harder outside, and inside is a soft jelly or a gel called the nucleus pulposus. And as a result of the car accident my client was in, that inner layer of the disc came out and herniated. And it struck a nerve that caused her to have radiculopathy. What radiculopathy is, it's nerve injury. It's when one of the nerves in your body is damaged. Now, as a result of that injury, my client had tingling, pain and tingling down her arm. What we all thought was a simple case of whiplash turned into so much more. Because as a result of her injuries, my client now suffers from pain, stiffness, and tingling in her neck and down her arm, and her doctors have told her that it's going to be permanent. So what we did is we brought a lawsuit on her behalf against the car that struck her, and we were able to take that case to verdict, and a jury awarded my client a substantial amount of money as a result of the injuries that she suffered both in the past and also in the future. So if you've been in a car accident and the doctor has told you that you suffered from a simple case of whiplash and you still have pain, pick up the phone and call 800-9797. I'll be happy to answer all the questions you have. Again, my name is Warywoda. I'm with the law office of Parker Waichman. Thank you for watching.